December 2, 2017, the Los Angeles police received a call from a girl named Selena. She said, "I haven't been able to reach my mom for 5 days. I've called a bunch of times, but no one answers. My dad says she went back to Korea, but her relatives there say she's not there." If you want ordinary, look elsewhere. Welcome to TC Channel, where other channels fall short, unique mysteries solved step by step. After getting the details, the police handed the case over to Hollister PD. They soon found out that the Choi family had suddenly gotten very rich. Choi Yoon-hee was born in 1968 in Cheonan, South Korea. She worked as a nurse after she grew up. In 1992, she met her husband, Choi Sang-rim. They got married in 1994 and had 2 daughters. Choi Yoon-hee always wanted to live in the US. In 1999, the family moved to Hollister, California. She got a job at a restaurant and quickly fit in. Her daughters adjusted well too, changing their names to English, Selena for the older one and Katerina for the younger one. Choi Yoon-hee was friendly and well-liked by her neighbors. One neighbor described her as a loving mother, always working hard to give her daughters a better life. A few years later, Choi Yoon-hee quit her restaurant job and opened a laundromat. The business took off, and soon after, the family moved into a wealthy neighborhood. She owned several properties, and their net worth hit millions. How they got rich was never fully explained, but some people thought they might have won the lottery. Even with all the wealth, Choi Yoon-hee didn't change much, still running the laundromat. Wealth doesn't always bring good luck. Sometimes it brings unexpected trouble. The police looked into the mansion where Choi Yoon-hee lived. They found not just her husband, Choi Sang-rim, but also another woman. This woman's presence surprised the officers. Choi Sang-rim quickly said, "She's my cousin from Korea." Her name was Choi Jeongya, born in 1970. She was beautiful but had no steady job or education, and usually just visited the family in the US from Korea. When the police asked where his wife was, Choi Sang-rim claimed she went back to Korea to visit family. The police didn't buy it, since Choi Yoon-hee would have told her daughter. Selena also tipped off the police, saying her parents had been having serious marriage problems since early 2017. The police dug deeper into the couple's relationship. When they first moved to America, things were tough. But they worked hard, got settled, and eventually moved to a wealthy neighborhood owning several properties worth millions. That's when Choi Sang-rim started changing. He stopped working, became lazy, and started collecting guns. There were over 20 rifles and handguns at their house. Choi Yoon-hee grew worried but couldn't stop him. The police then searched their home thoroughly. The first search turned up nothing, so they checked Choi Sang-rim's and his cousin's phones. Still, nothing out of the ordinary. But when Choi Sang-rim freaked out and tried to grab his phone back, the police knew something wasn't right. They got a search warrant and checked the entire mansion. They found bleach stains on the floor. A blood test confirmed traces of blood. Search dogs also found signs of burning in the yard. Then they discovered that a few days earlier, Choi Sang-rim had sold the family's car, a 1999 Ford. The buyer, a young guy, told the police he bought it for $1,000, which seemed way too cheap. The car had a lot of white powder in it, probably bleach. He spent a long time cleaning it. The police checked the car carefully and found more blood traces. It was clear that Choi Yoon-hee was in serious danger. A few days later, on December 6, 2017, the police found her body in a remote canyon. It was a secluded area with hardly anyone around. She was only wearing underwear, face down on the ground. Her body was taken for an autopsy, which revealed she died from blunt force trauma to the head. Her face and head had been hit several times and her body had multiple injuries. The police considered Choi Sang-rim and Choi Jeongya the main suspects and started questioning them. Choi Sang-rim claimed it was his cousin, Choi Jeongya, who killed Choi Yoon-hee. On the evening of November 28th, around 8 p.m., Choi Yoon-hee came home and saw Choi Jeongya at the house. She got really upset, and they started arguing. Then things turned physical. In a fit of rage, Choi Jeongya grabbed a baseball bat, hit Choi Yoon-hee to the ground, and kept hitting her until she stopped moving. Choi Sang-rim blamed everything on Choi Jeongya, but Choi Jeongya denied any involvement. She told the police, "I landed in San Francisco around 10 a.m. on November 28th, met my cousin, Choi Sang-rim, at 11:30 a.m., and in the evening, he drove me back to Hollister. Choi Yoon-hee wasn't home, so I asked where she was. He said she was away with friends and wouldn't be back for a few days. I haven't seen her since, so how could I have killed her? You shouldn't be arresting me. I have nothing to do with this. I just want to go back to Korea." According to Choi Jeongya, she never saw Choi Yoon-hee, so she couldn't be the killer. The police kept digging into the case. They reviewed surveillance footage and confirmed Choi Yoon-hee's movements on April 28th. That evening, around 8 p.m., she was last seen at a gym about 4.8 kilometers from her house. She was getting ready to leave. Flight records showed Choi Jeongya did land in San Francisco around 10 a.m., and it takes about 2 hours to drive from there to Hollister. So when Choi Yoon-hee was heading home from the gym, Choi Jeongya was already at the house. They definitely met. That means Choi Jeongya was lying about that part. The baseball bat was mentioned by both of them, and it seemed to be the weapon used in the crime, but the police hadn't found it yet. They reminded Choi Jeongya, "We found your DNA on the bat. How do you explain that?" Choi Jeongya got nervous and said she used the bat to clean a spider web on the ceiling. Her excuse didn't make much sense, since it's not something a guest would typically do. Then the police asked her, "Do you know where the bat is now?" Choi Jeongya said Choi Sang-rim took care of it, but she didn't know where he threw it. Based on the evidence, it was clear Choi Jeongya was involved. But was she the main one who did it? The autopsy showed Choi Yoon-hee died from blunt force trauma to the head, and the severity of the blows suggested it wasn't something a small person like Choi Jeongya could have done, but rather something only a man could. So the evidence pointed to Choi Sang-rim as the main killer. A few days later, a friend of Choi Yoon-hee came forward with a lead. Choi Yoon-hee had told her months ago that she found out her husband was cheating, and the person he was seeing was his cousin, Choi Jeongya Choi Sang-rim, and Choi Jeongya would video chat for hours every day, and Choi Sang-rim even bought a plane ticket for Choi Jeongya to come to America. They would get very close in the room, which made Choi Yoon-hee furious. She told her friend she had already asked for a divorce, but couldn't agree on how to divide the assets since Choi Sang-rim wanted at least half of everything. They had many heated arguments over this, and things were at a standstill. Choi Yoon-hee said, "If I die, the killer will definitely be my husband." Her friend suggested she go back to Korea for a while, but Choi Yoon-hee refused, saying she couldn't leave her 2 daughters behind. After getting a tip from Choi Yoon-hee's friend, police brought Choi Sang-rim and Choi Jeongya back in for questioning. This time, they stopped lying and admitted everything. According to them, on the night of April 28th, Choi Yoon-hee came home from the gym and walked in on them together. That's when Choi Sang-rim and Choi Jeongya decided to kill her. They dumped her body in a remote canyon. Afterward, they went on with their lives. Choi Jeongya even took over Choi Yoon-hee's laundromat and acted like it was hers. When people asked about Choi Yoon-hee, they lied, saying she went to Korea. In December 2018, prosecutors officially charged Choi Sang-rim and Choi Jeongya. They were about to face justice. In March 2020, the court found Choi Sang-rim guilty of murder. He was sentenced to life in prison with no chance of parole for 25 years. He was also ordered to pay $20 million to each of his 2 daughters and lost the right to inherit Choi Yoon-hee's estate. Choi Sang-rim lost everything he got from killing her. Choi Jeongya was also convicted of murder and sentenced to 17 years in prison. After the verdict, Choi Jeongya said she wouldn't appeal. "No one's against money, but too much can be a curse. Just look at Choi Sang-rim, who let his fortune ruin his marriage and turn him into a killer. For most people, it's not about having more money, just enough to get by. We'll always remember Choi Yoon-hee and hope she's finally at peace." What do you think about this case? Leave your thoughts in the comments.